a long time. And there is Sir GTG Edits there. He looks amazing. So, yep, Sir JTG Edits. And I've done all the boring stuff like contracts to development plans. And I've shortlisted a few players, but you have to wait to see them. We'll sent out the Youth Academy scouts, so we've got a few players out. Bearing in mind the starting budget was 31 million. I've not bought anyone. That is contracts, youth scouts, and other things. We have not bought any players. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the youth tournament because it just really annoys me that it's always there. So, let's go with the. This is the start of the Ipswich Town career mode on FC25. So, obviously, like I said, I've already sent out the youth scouts. I'll tell you, they've gone to England, Senegal, and Brazil. Find basically every single position. I'll show you the team soon. Oh, that was almost a close one. I'll show you who's transfer listed and everything as well. So yeah, but we will show you the shortlist as well after that. I will show you the shortlist at the same time. And I think, and I've put it so I cannot be sacked and everybody's automatically scouted. It just makes it a lot easier to find players that you want and to make sure that even if I do get relegated, which is definitely a strong possibility in the first season, then I will keep my job and I don't have to follow any objective. I can do whatever I want. So, yeah. I'm also considering doing an ultimate team. I'm just not sure whether to do it. I've already started ultimate team, you see, so. And I'm not sure whether to do an ultimate team live or do I just focus on this. Or how have we not? Okay, there we go. It's 1-0, par. I mean, it's possibly the worst goal that we can score there, but it will do. That was terrible. That was an awful pass. Okay, interesting tactic from Leicester City here. What on earth are they doing? Yes, mate. Come on, I'm through. Yeah, we've not started with the best youth academy. Nobody's been promoted. We have the minimum requirements to do the youth tournaments. It's just, yeah, we've also, we didn't promote anyone. We were all terrible. Like, even the players that we've got now are not good. And they've not got great potential. I think one of them's got 72 potential at the most. So, it's not great. But I think one of them might have 90 odd potential, so that's okay. None of them are amazing. But the potential that barely even matters in this game anymore. It's with dynamic player potential, you can have anyone become good. As long as you do it well. That's also why I'm looking at signing some players that I've never heard of before, because we could sell them on for more, and or they could just become. Well, what are they doing? This is just a time-wasting tactic, and they're 1-0 down. Oh, we actually scored that as well. That's a bit annoying, but there we go, 1-0 win. They are 4-minute halves in the. Why do we have to play Chelsea? Can we not play like Southampton or something? I don't know if the clubs actually get like Chelsea and Liverpool will be better. Those kind of clubs will be better in the youth academy or not. I'm not sure. So I don't know if it actually makes a difference if we play Southampton or Liverpool in the youth academy. Come on, we've got to counter it. To be honest, I wouldn't mind getting knocked out because it means that I don't have to do the whole thing, but, you know, it's always nice to do it. Come on, let's get our keeper coming out. God's sake. Wait. That was it. We were lucky there. I'm going to try and get Ipswich playing, by the way. It's a short passing tactic. It's a 4-3-3 that we're going to be playing. I'll show you in after the youth tournament is over. But, you know, it might not work in the Premier League with a side like Ipswich. Oh. Miles, why would you go there? You know what, let's bring the keeper out. See, it just works every time. They're not going to score like that. That's a great ball. Oh, he's actually scored it as well. I think Rush is definitely better than Volta. Where it? 2-0. That was a good goal, that. Who did we play in first game? I forgot again. Leicester. Play Leicester. I think we played Leicester. I'm not sure. That's another great ball. We're playing amazing again. Actually, I think I might end up changing a setting because every time I'm doing a career mode and I play the games, it's always so slow. Like the players keep. I don't know if it's anything to do with like the weather effects or not. But in Ultimate Team, it's completely fine. So I don't know what it is. Andrews. It's Andrews. He's going to square it. It's 4-0. Right. How would you shoot from there? Well, that didn't go quite to plan that. Which is not what I planned for, going 4-0 up that way. I was planning to be 4-0 down. Like I said, I was planning to be 1-0 down. 4-0. And that's okay. We played Brentford. How Brentford made it to that. Reynolds. Challenge, Nieto. Now it's Molina. And he's almost found Nieto. And Andrews tries to win the header. Can't win it, but he wins the tackle there. And here comes Andrews. And it's Andrews. And he's missed. Come on, Nieto. Well in par. Right, so there's obviously the goalkeeper is going to be number 1. You got number 2, number 3, and number 4, and we got number 99, mate. Why do we have number 99? And 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're actually winning. This is legendary difficulty, by the way. Challenge. 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 No. Nieto's on a booking now. Gotta be careful. Oh. Now. Here's Nieto. Finding Park. Trying to find Andrews and he almost gets there. But Molino's won it. He finds Nieto. Oh. Hoofed by Ozturk. And Terry wins the header, but it falls to an Ipswich man. Oh. Underwood. I'm not going to attempt to try and say that. Reynolds. This guy. Forward ball. Molina scores 2-0. I actually win the youth thing, which I've never done before. I've played like 4 and not 1. I always either get knocked out in the semis or the final. I never get knocked out in the quarters. The quarters was for some reason the toughest game, but maybe I was getting rid of it. Maybe shouldn't have made the goalkeeper there.
Come on, we got this.
What ball to Nieto.
30 seconds, we still got time. 3.
I thought he said 10 seconds. We still got time, and I said 3. So that's why I shot. But no, we have 30 seconds left.
You're through, I'm in.
I don't think this guy quite has that voice, does he? This presumably Polish
10
person
seconds, push.
having a proper British voice.
Yes, I'm in seconds.
Don't matter if we get a blue card now. Challenge. Nieto, and we win the youth thing. No, don't get a draw. Okay. Rising talent. Yay. Restart. I don't want it to restart in 62 days. Right, so basically this is what side looks like. Currently, we don't have any centre mids. We have Luongo. Oh, you can actually do that. Can Taylor do that? Taylor cannot. Okay, maybe we do have some centre mids, but these are the centre mids that we're going to go for now. With Calvin Phillips and Sammy Smodics. This is what the tactic looks like. So there, and that's with the ball, how it looks. With 2 wing backs on support. I don't know why they go in the midfield. I'm unsure. Short passing with a high defensive approach. Got 2 ball-playing defenders on build-up with a sweeper keeper on build-up. We've got our CDM, who's actually a centre half. So with the ball, he drops in, and we make that 5 at the back or 3 at the back. We have a playmaker on attack and a deep line playmaker on build-up with 2 inside forwards, Jack Clark on roaming, Hutchinson on attack, and then we have an advanced forward in Liam Delap on complete. Our captain is Sam Morsey. I actually didn't look at these, but they seem about right. Pens, probably Jack Clark, isn't it? Yeah, but I think I prefer Liam Delap, even though he's not as good at pens. He's got that shot power and that. Corners, it's got to be Leif Davis on both, yeah. Target player, we're going to go for Jacob Greaves, since he's 194. I don't know how they decide the height, to be honest. Near post, yeah, we'll go Liam Delap. Back post, we'll go Tuanzebe. Forgot to do that. That's not the most exciting, but you get to see some of that. But we'll go to the transfer listed first. So we've got Wes Burns, Cameron Burgess, 2 key players for Ipswich last season. Sammy Smodics, I'm actually unsure what I'm going to do with. I'm not sure if I am going to sell him. It depends what kind of money we can get for him. Nathan Broadhead, we're not going to use. We've got Jack Clark and Ogbene as our 2 starting left wingers. I'm going to send Jack Taylor Al-Hamidi and Kieran Slicker out on loan. Al-Hamidi, I think we can get more money for, and he's not going to get any game time this season. Jack Taylor, we've got Calvin Phillips and Kajuste on loan, so we might need him next season just as a backup. So we're only going to send him out on loan for now. And then we've got Kieran Slicker, who I think we can get to about 65 rated and then eventually sell him. So this is the shortlist. We've got some players for every single position. So we've got 2 goalkeepers. I think I'm going to go for this guy since he's a lot cheap if we are to sign a goalkeeper. We've got 3 centre backs on the shortlist: Vitic, Valentin Gomez, and Ralph van den Berg. Van den Berg is definitely for the future. Gomez is just a really good, pacey left-sided centre back, and he's young as well. With Vitic, I'm unsure whether we're going to be able to afford him. El Hadji Malik Diop is just a good young left back that I saw. Bearing in mind, most of these are the rest of the world and like the South American leagues and stuff, because that's where I looked at first, because I don't really know any players from those leagues, so that's why I went there. We got Damian Garcia as a potential young CDM just as a backup. Branko Pavic, obviously you would go out on loan for the first few seasons, but I think cheap option can definitely grow into a good player. Moustakitis, again, just a young option, could definitely improve. My beloved Ali McCann, I love him. He is absolutely amazing. Nicknamed Ali McCante because he is as good as N'Golo Kante. Just again, another midfield option, cheap as well, and I love him as well. He would be here for the rest of the career mode. Astor Frank's just a very good a very good player. Can play in both CDM and centre mid, a versatile midfield option that can play in both of them. 5-star weak foot and young and already 75 rated. I'm Minions, don't know, but 24, 74 rated, would get in the first team. I think these 2 are the first players that we're going to try and sign because we need some central midfielders. Otherwise, we're going to have to keep looking. So I think this guy, Minions, we will sign. Ranks is an ambitious one, but we're going to try to. Elite Junior Krupi, he's a very good young striker that can play on the wings, I believe, as well. He's not the fastest there, but we can improve that. Cheap option again, and he has lots of potential, I think. I'm actually not sure. Do Rossin me, just kind of, we've only got George Hurst as a backup striker because Ali Al-Hamidi isn't great. I'm not really counting him. George Hurst is 26, 25, and only 71 rated, so Rafi Dursinmi would be a very good option. 7.5 million again. He's probably one of the more later options that we go for. And then we've also got Kustulas, who's a kind of different strike. He's a different kind of striker. I'm not sure. 6'1", but he's got a bit of pace on him. 17 years old, 67 rated already. Again, another cheap option that can just go out on loan for the first few seasons. Or he could even be our our backup and sell George Hurst instead. Just great option. And then we got Kevin, the Shakhtar winger. Never heard of him before. I've not heard of most of these. I've not heard of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Divine Wrench. I think that's how you say his name. Right back. Contract expiring as well, so we can get a cheap deal for how good he is, and he would be our starting right back over Ben Johnson, and that would be a great addition. And we do need a backup right back, actually. I've just thought about that because Tuan Xavier's becoming a centre back. So Wrench is a very good option. With his contract expiring, it means that we get a top right back for around 7 million maybe, so we are going to keep that in mind. But back to Kevin. Normally, I've heard of both Newton and Eguinaldo because I've always used to sign them. And there's a new winger here, and I kind of want to test him out because Newton and Eguinaldo always turn out good. I'm not sure about Kevin. Yeah, we're going to try him out. Well, we're going to try and we're going to try and try him out. If we can't, then we'll go again next season because Ogbene, he's quite old now. He's 27. He's got lots of pace, so I kind of want to keep Ogbene around because he's a different kind of winger to Jack Clark. Ogbene's more that pacey and that provider, whereas Jack Clark is more that goal scorer for us. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at them. Only the one has a release clause, and that's the one that we are definitely not going to sign for his release clause. We don't need a goalkeeper yet, but we're not going to sign anyone yet. I'm looking more to sell players first. So now we do simulate. Forgot that I changed my appellative to JTG Edits. So instead of boss or something, it's always thanks JTG Edits. I think beautiful. My name is, well, say my name, you know, but this is amazing. We're going to try and get like 3.5 million for Nathan Broadhead. Try and maximise our money. I don't know why I do that, man. Okay. Negotiate. Delegating is very bad this year. But yeah, just a 1 year loan deal for him to go to Leicester. I'm not bothered where he goes as long as it's in like the kind of British regions. I prefer that all the time. Oh, like there's interest. You can sign them anyway after. I cannot send anyone on loan to Blackpool. I think someone already started that. We'll take 1.7 million for Cameron Burgess still. That's okay. We'll take 1.8 million for him then. Oh, maybe I should have just sent him out on loan to Blackpool. Right, well, we are going to have a look at signing some players, especially the centre mids. I think we're going to start with Mignans. Actually says that Franks isn't actually that much more expensive than him. So, our Valentin Gomez has had a deal agreed. Viticas as well. I don't know how much money we have right now. 20. Oh, I think we might have to rush in and get these players that are in talks with other clubs to try and sign them first, especially Gomez. We don't have. We have Jacob Greaves, and that's our only left-sided centre back. So him and Valentin Gomez can keep switching at that left-sided centre back. So yeah, we are going to go in for Valentin Gomez now. We could do some player swaps if we need to, but I don't think we need to. 5 million is what our first offer is going to be. Well, there we go. That's actually cheaper than I expected to get for him. Cheaper than I expected to pay. Rotation. He wants important, that's okay. 5 year deal. Don't think we actually need to rush in and get Vitic though. Had him on the shortlist just in case. If he goes to another club, then it's not the end of the world. I don't think really. Yeah, so let's just let him go. Actually, but Valentin Gomez, I really wanted him in. I was just waiting to try and get a few sales first, but that never happened first. Damien Garcia again. We don't need to rush in for a backup CDM, but it's just nice to sign someone that you've like. Yeah, I mean he's only cheap though, so we might as well try and go in for him, despite us having quite a few players on loan in this kind of role. It's a quite cheap deal to be fair, 2.8 million to bring in Damien Garcia. We're going to nab him off Freiburg, was it? A German club, I believe. 5-year deal. No release clause. Get rid of that appearances fee. And there we are. Our second signing on the same day, Damien Garcia, for just £2.8 million. We might go in for Devin Wrench. I don't know when he might sign a new deal. So I think we sign him whilst we still can for that cheap deal. He can also play centre back and left back. What's his week? Got 4 stars. We can also improve that. So it is a good versatile option around. I'm gonna go 6.5 million as our first offer. We're gonna up it to like 6.8. Oh, they've actually accepted 6.8 million for Devin Wrench. Look at Sir JTG edits there. I almost call him. He's Sir JTG edits. He is the greatest manager of all time. Maybe we've overpaid in his wages, but we'll take it. Devin Wrench, our best signing, just £6.8 million for him. A very good deal. Full of versatile player around the back. There's 3 signings on the same day. We're going to wait for some sales so then we can get some of the better players in now. But we are going to sort out our team now. So Garcia on the bench. We are going to keep Garcia at the club. Harry Clark, what do I do with him now? Do I send him out on loan? Probably be the sensible thing to do. Actually didn't sort out the bench, but Jacob Greaves or Valentin Gomez, that's actually a tough decision. Do any of them have good week? No. In the Premier League, we are going to have to sometimes play our best players, but Valentin Gomez getting into game time early on could definitely improve him. He's a bit faster, so yeah, we're going to start with Valentin Gomez and see how he goes in that role. You're also going to see if Garcia can play that central midfield role. No, not really. He can play better at centre back. But let's sort out our bench. I know it's always going to be 7 for the league, so that's what we're going to sort it out to be. And then we need our CDM Garcia, centre mid. Finau can be Kajuste, I guess. You know what, he can go in the midfield with Calvin Phillips for now. Smodics for now, and then winger, and then striker. What we're going to do, actually, is we're going to have Connor Chaplin, because he can play that striker on, so can Bene. We're not going to have a backup striker on the bench. Dara O'Shea, and sorry guys, I am back. I'm guessing there is no Nobody watching. Another offer for Nathan Broadhead. And let's accept it this time. Wes Burns from Ipswich to Ajax. Interesting step. Well, the first departure is Jack Taylor on loan to Leicester City. Not the anticlimactic, disappointing sale or something like that we could not refuse. Now this one could be that kind of story. It says we can get up to 10 million for him, which would pay for someone that is only slightly better than him, but 15 million. We might as well try, because if we get that kind of money for him, we're going to get about 14 million. We're 13.5. And stick 13.5. That is what we want. Okay, fair enough. Wes Burns can either go to the Ajax top team from Ipswich Town, or he can go to the sunny Barcelona. Okay, we'll go with a 2-year loan to Luton Town. Or Ali Al-Hamidi. So, has Spurs just rejected both of the offers? I'd rather him stay in England. Palmer can go to sunny Italy then instead. Sam Morsey we're going to keep. We're going to keep for him for as long as possible. The Ipswich Town captain. We might keep. I don't know how long his contract is, but it's either going to be until he retires or when I decide. We're not going to sell Morsey. We're going to either let his contract run out or keep him until he retires. Well, this is a tough one. We're gonna go 12.5. About 10% sell on is not enough. 11.10. Okay, we'll agree with that because that will pay for someone like Zolakis or Kinski. For what I'm seeing, actually, Kinski is the much better goalkeeper. The speed, that's all he's. The speed and the reflexes. Apart from that, he's better at everything than Zolakis. And he's like half the price. I definitely want players like Kustulas and Muzakis, because they are quite good, aren't they? So, right, Vitic has gone to Torino, so he's out the window. We're not signing him. I'm gonna wait until more tables. Oh, Broadhead's gone. That's nice. Wes Burns has gone from the dull gloom of Ipswich to the wonderful sunny Barcelona. Al-Hamidi has gone from Ipswich to Luton. Not much of an upgrade, if it's an upgrade at all. Cameron Burgess has finally left, and he's gone to Rangers for £1.9 million. Oh yeah, that's why I was going to sign left back. We've got Connor Townsend as our backup. Right, well, ball playing. Let's actually put him up to a 75. That's quite good. Harry Clark. What do I do with you? I'm not sure what I do with him, to be honest. I'll see a centre half. Do I make Connor Chaplin? Can I make him a striker? I'm gonna make him. Oh, I didn't put him up. I was hoping that I was gonna put him up, but it didn't. We'll make him a striker. There we go. Benny. We used to call him Ogbean, by the way. I think I've learned not to call him Ogbean anymore. Amari Hutchinson is probably going to be that key player for this entire thing. The reason why I've got him on inside forward is he's not the paciest. We can improve that with winger, but I prefer to have that inside forward right now. Oh, Bene hasn't played many games yet this season. Will he get minutes playing as a left winger? Mate, the season has not started. Now we've got Arijan Muric leaving. He'd obviously only just joined Ipswich in real life from Burnley, but I think this is not completely realistic. That's why we're signing players like, Master Franks. I mean, maybe he would go now. He's kind of dropped. I mean, there's not really anyone major. Kinski's so much cheaper, but that could work against in potential, maybe. But again, potential doesn't really matter anymore, and he is technically a downgrade, but only by one. Let's go in for Kinski, because that means we can sign other players as well. We have 5 million for Antonin Kinski. I should have gone that way. Antonin Kinski for 5 million. As a top 21-year-old 74 rated goalkeeper. Much better than Muric. This is a great signing. So Serge ATG Edits makes his first goalkeeper signing. That's definitely not going to be the last. I do like signing my goalkeepers, to be honest with you. We're going to go in for some of the younger players like Kustulas, the 17-year-old striker for 2 million. Oh, don't say he's done this. Oh, no. Right. Well, the stream's going to be paused a minute. We're back in a minute, and it might have got rid of. I think it saves after every signing. We might be okay. So, see you in a minute, I guess.